Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft on the survival multiplayer server. I am hungry. I will eat this cake. Thank you. I believe it was Mike who did this. Yeah, Mike did this. If you couldn't tell, it's my birthday. Or, to be more genuine, yesterday it was my birthday. I'd originally recorded an episode yesterday, but my microphone didn't record, which was a little annoying. But that's okay, because I don't think I would have been particularly happy with that episode anyway. I don't have any andesite on me. That's a crime. Let's go get some andesite. I'm going to show you guys some of the work I've been doing, and then have a little serious talk time, unfortunately. This is probably going to turn into that thing I oh so despise, a talkie episode. And I'm sorry about that, truly, I am. But some things have happened, and they could very potentially affect the channel moving forward, so I feel it best to bring them up, especially because I tend to be overly open and honest on my channel anyway in my videos, especially these survival multiplayer videos. I don't know what it is, but here's the tower. It's getting a little thicker, as you can tell. It's obviously not done yet because it's very flat and plain and dull. It's not even all that round. The lip above there is actually a round circle, so you can tell that this isn't particularly accurate. But I just wanted to get an idea of size. Obviously, there's going to be some more detail going into it before the final product. But what I did was I took that spiral staircase I made and I completed it around, and it just didn't look right. Like, it functioned very well, but it just didn't look right from the outside, and I couldn't come up with a way to give it enough contrast because it was stone bricks against stone bricks. And I tried a couple other materials, and they didn't blend in with the majority of the scenery here. I was tremendously limited in that I had to use a block that had a matching slab and block, so I couldn't use regular stone slabs, and I tried anyway with like andesite around the outside, and it didn't quite look right. So this is what I settled on. I completed it in stone brick, and then I expanded, you can tell from how thick this wall is, I expanded the tower by 3 blocks to encompass the staircase into the tower, which I think is fancy. I like this. I actually like how this goes. So now there's this second floor, I guess. First floor if you're from Europe. See, I know that. There's no access from the ground floor to here. It'll probably stay that way. I'll have something in the ground floor, maybe a stable for the horses or something. I haven't quite decided yet. And I don't know what this room will be. Storage, enchanting, brewing, something. But it's big. It's nice and big, much bigger than the current tower I have. Then up the staircase, just a wee bit, and to the right, another room, which is fantastic. It is already much more space than I have in the tower I'm currently living in, and up here is the main wizardy towery thing. And I also made this a little bigger because as it was, it looked kind of strange, all skinny, sitting on top of this big fat thing. It still doesn't quite look right. It could probably be taller. Might be something I address, and I'm going to have to make the topper a little bit bigger. So I might tear that down. I still haven't decided yet. And I've got a nice little courtyard up here, a lot like what I have in the tower I live in, except not either of those two. That one. But, you know, like, big. I can actually walk on it without standing on chests and shit. It's nice. I like it. So, this is coming along. Obviously, this is just kind of a skeleton to build upon, but it's coming out pretty good, I think. So, still a lot of work to do, but there's a lot more potential here now than there was. So I'm happy with how that's coming out so far. Yeah, okay. Just wanted to show that off a bit. I'm going to do a little bit of experimental work with the, let me grab some more food, with the walls. Specifically, the outside of them to kind of make them look bulkier, like, well, like walls. Because currently they just kind of, well, I mean, they look like walls, but I'll show you what I mean when I get there. They have the oak supports and, okay, they do actually look kind of thick, but I want to add a little bit more dimension to it. So I'm going to work on that, and I'm going to talk while I do that. Try and drop an idea or two on this while I speak. So far with this series, in the very first episode, I started talking about, you know, personal depression, and I've decided that this is going to be a series where, you know, I play on the multiplayer server with my friends, and we do stuff, and we build things, but for episodes where it's just me doing boring things like this, I think it'd be kind of cool to just talk, you know? That thing that I hate it when YouTubers do. So, this isn't a tremendous secret amongst people who know me, but it's not going to be particularly common knowledge to people just subscribe to me on YouTube, obviously. But, I've had hard times recently. That's not gonna work, because these are 2 blocks wide. And I hesitate to say recently because it's something that's been going on since, technically March 10th, 2013. Was when a lot of my problems just kind of suddenly started. I suffered an injury which led through this whole rigmarole of doctors and lawyers and counteroffers, and it was this huge production that went on for months and only ended up getting settled late this year, fairly recently, in fact. Or, well, the middle of this year, perhaps. But from there, at the time I was already living in a situation that was less than favorable, and that situation quickly devolved to hostile until I was essentially evicted, with no real place to go once I was evicted, while I was undergoing medical treatment for an injury. And around that same time that I got injured, I also had to junk my car and had no method of getting to work or anywhere for a period of time, and ended up having to make a particularly bad purchase of a car. And regardless, it wasn't a great period of time. Then soon after that, my father passed away. 2013's a rough one to talk about. Later in 2013, I had managed to sort of land in with a friend of mine, and I was able to, with the job I had, we'll get to that in a second too, kind of start saving up to try and, you know, get into a better place, maybe even get a better job, at least a car that was reliable, or to fix up the one I had. I don't know how much I'm liking this. I think I brought them out too far. Maybe. Yeah, I did. Okay, tearing them down. And in November of 2013, I simultaneously got into a car accident. Well, not simultaneously. I'm not that I'm not that good at multitasking that I was able to do these at the same time. But within a week or two of one another, I got into a car accident and was injured again, and I lost my job of 7 years. Very rapid fire. So I had been saving money to try and do better with my life when this happened, so I had some savings to fall back on. I eventually got a settlement for my first injury, and of course I was able to withdraw my 401k early. None of this lasted long, obviously. It wouldn't. I don't know how I'm feeling about the way this looks. Let me sleep off the night, actually. So no creepers ruining what I'm doing. But needless to say, the money ran out. And this month, and particularly my birthday, I was left with an interesting dilemma. And the obvious solution to the dilemma would be to essentially screw over the friend who's taken me in and allowed me to live here and covered a lot of my expenses while I've been here and basically taken care of me. And move, for the first time in my 30 years, I turned 30 on my birthday. First time in my 30 years, move away from the general area I've lived my whole life. I can actually count the number of times I've left South Florida on one hand. I don't need the whole hand for that either. I don't know how much I'm gonna like this. And that situation is scary. I don't like it. I don't like the area I'm moving to be totally honest. I'm still technically, well, not technically, I still am very much in Florida once I move, but it's very far away from the rivers and the lakes that I am used to. Hope some of you are old enough to get that one. And it's a shitty situation for my buddy, too. It's not, something I like doing to people. I don't like being that guy. But as it's been explained to me, sometimes you can't always just be the good guy. Sometimes you have to let other people be the good guy. And to be honest, at this point, if I'm going to survive, I'm going to have to let someone else be the good guy. So after a lot of careful thought and consideration, I've decided I'm going to go ahead with this move because the alternative is not knowing where I'm going to land as of October. Home or food-wise. I would definitely have none of either. So, going to be undertaking this move. I'm not thrilled with the prospect. Like I said, for the myriad reasons I've described, but gotta do it. Don't like it, but it has to be done. And I don't know, maybe I'm just bored of the old wall. Maybe the old wall looks fine, and I'm just trying to change something that's old. I think that might be what I'm doing. It's such a good idea, too. I'm gonna implement it somewhere. But let me get actual things on my bar so that I don't die. Where did I get... Did I kill a pig? I killed a pig. I don't remember killing a pig. But I'm gonna get up to this place. I've got a little bit of support up there. I wouldn't be going up there for absolutely no reason. A buddy of mine has offered me a job and assistance should I need it, which I will. I most certainly will. And it's better than what I got going on down here. So I'm gonna have to take it. This is not a great situation, guys. I want to do something with this wall. It's bothering me. You look at this side. Maybe I have to look at it from the other angle to fully appreciate what I'm attempting to do. There's a lot less to work with on this side, so let me try something here. So, I don't know what this is going to mean in the short term for YouTube videos. And you might think to yourself, you're insane. You're going through all these changes in your life right now and you're worried about YouTube videos? Like, well, yeah. Because I actually enjoy doing this. I started this up again. Yeah, working on this side first is not actually a great idea. I started this up again fairly recently because it's something that I miss doing, to be honest. I've had this channel since 2008, I think. Putting up all different kinds of videos in the past. I had a pretty successful Borderlands 1 Siren tutorial series that I had to remove because of copyrighted music, unfortunately. But that will actually hopefully be coming back pretty soon. 2, 3. Once I can get some time to edit out the copyrighted music from the videos and actually do commentary, I'll be able to re-upload those. I had an audio surf series I was doing for obscure underground music, but I had to remove a bunch of my old videos because of copyrighted music. I lost like 250 something thousand channel views or video views in a single day from all that deleting, unfortunately. But yes, I am worried about YouTube because I enjoy doing it. I've been doing it for a while, and if you're watching this video, you're also worried about my YouTube videos, to be honest. You are worried enough about them to watch this one. And it's actually been surreal since I started back and doing the Let's Plays and being quite legitimately terrible at the games that I've been playing. Because people are watching, people are enjoying it, and I love that. I truly do. In fact, this is going to sound crazy, right? But one of the best compliments I've received, and I've heard it a few times now, is people will tell me, yeah, I just throw on your videos in like a tab, and then, you know, I do something else, like I go on Facebook, and it's like, that's a tremendous compliment, because at that point, the game I'm playing doesn't even matter to you. You're not even watching. You're listening to me prattle on while I'm being terrible at a video game. That's goddamn awesome. And that's a great feeling. I love that when people tell me that. That's amazing. I wish I could bottle that feeling and sell it. I'd be rich. I wouldn't have my problems. I wouldn't have to leave South Florida. But that's amazing. Like, people are responding to this. No, I mean, obviously, I'm a smaller channel still. I'm actually kind of liking this, how that looks. I'm still a smaller channel, obviously. I'm not raking in big YouTube money over here, but I'm enjoying doing this. Like, it's fulfilling, and people are enjoying watching it, regardless of how good or bad I happen to be at the game that I am playing in the video. That's cool as hell. People open up to me in these videos, and, you know, in the comments, in messages. Friends of mine will come up to me and it's like, hey man, I saw that episode and that was great, and the way you reacted here, that was awesome. It's like, this is cool. There's nothing else quite like this. It's something that would have to be experienced to be explained. So this is definitely one of my primary concerns, is being able to get back to making YouTube videos. Most definitely. So it's a concern of mine for when I move, that one of the first things I do is get back to recording ASAP, get things uploaded, and make sure there's stuff for you to watch, or open in an alternate tab and listen to. But things are potentially going to be delayed during this transition in my life, this fairly major transition in my life. And there's not a ton I can do about that right now, unfortunately. Get that stare back. There we go. Like, I wish I had more answers. I wish I had a timetable for you. I wish I could say videos will return on blah, 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 blah. I can't legitimately state that at all. The best I can tell you is, as soon as I can, I'll be back. But odds are I'll be gone for a while. I'm not even entirely certain when I'm leaving yet, so I don't even know when videos will be stopping. It's a really odd situation I'm in. But definitely sometime around the start of September, I'll start to become scarce. Especially as I'm focusing on all the logistics with the move and everything else. Yeah. Yeah, I'm liking this. I'm liking this. This wasn't a terrible idea. I need to come up with a way to add contrast to that. But this isn't terrible. Not to change the subject, but this is kind of what I'm doing right now. And you are kind of watching me do it. Or you're not. You're listening in another tab, as we've previously established. Let me... Yeah. I wanted it to be a little bit bigger, but... let's see how that would look. Oh, you know what? I think I do like that. Yeah. That's what I want to do. That is what I am doing. Let me sleep off this night. Coming up here in a second. Give me a chance to grab some more stone, too. So, as it stands, I've got episodes of Hard Reset out to, I think, 12 or 13 going up every other day now. So that'll be through the end of August. I think one comes out in September. One or two of them, I'm not entirely certain. I have some episodes of How to Survive in Unturned. I did 5, I think, episodes of that. Maybe less. Just kind of a basic, hey, this is what you do to get through the beginning of the game, because the first time I played Unturned, it was very frustrating, but it actually turns out that that's a very good game. And you should definitely give it a shot. So I made a video on that, or a series of videos on that. Just some basic stuff. And, yeah, that's all I got, really. I don't even know if the Unturned videos are going to go up anytime soon. I really want them to. But it's entirely possible that they won't, unfortunately. And then that's going to be it for a bit, as I focus on this move and actually move. That's all I'm going to have. And so, that's really the main purpose of this video, is to just kind of warn you, hey, I was back and it was cool. Woohoo, awesome. Now I gotta go. That's basically how that works. Let's have this. So it comes out. Hold on. 1. Okay. So right there. Perfect. I got it from there. Let's have it come out of the hillside. I kind of like the potential here. Or even be the divider between this last one. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. God damn it. I want to try and blend it into the ground as much as I can, or the terrain. But there won't be videos for a while, basically. I don't know why I needed a half-hour video to explain that, but there won't be videos for a while. And things are rocky right now. And in the middle of all this, I'm also kind of financially screwing over a good friend who helped me in a tough time. And this is something I've already explained to him. I will make up to him as soon as I can, but I don't know when that will be, or if it'll even be soon. Because I don't really have... yeah, that's perfect. Yeah. And then I'll put dirt in here. Just kind of bury it. Yeah, perfect. But I don't even know when I'm going to be stable, let alone able to repay my debt, as it were. Hopefully soon. These are going to have to go. Just solid. Huh. Didn't really think of how they were going to connect to the... Well, something needs to go here. Okay, actually, now that I've done that, it's not terrible. Step back and look at that one. Yeah, I really like that. Okay. Let's, dirt. Let's get the rest of them topped off. So, now we move on to this part of the video, which I'm not jazzed about doing this, but it was recommended to me a few times by a number of people, including a buddy of mine who called while I was recording last night. And I actually have the phone conversation in the recording because I answered the call on Google Voice on my desktop, but I don't have my half of the conversation. But if... how I'm going to word this, because if you have been enjoying these videos, and you would like to support me in what is a difficult time, I'm going to be including in the description of this video a PayPal link that you can use to donate. I'm not asking you to. Trust me, I am not asking you to. It is there if you would like to use it. There is no pressure. If you do not donate, I will be fine. If you do donate, that is amazing too. I've already been quite humbled by the outpouring of support I've received from my friends so far, but moving several hundred miles to a place that I've only ever been twice, and one time just passing through, so really only been once, and kind of starting a whole new life, and I'm starting with nothing. So I'm kind of in a position where I have to start being more humble. And part of that is understanding that I need help, and that facilitating people helping me is more to my benefit than having pride. Yeah? So, yeah, I like the way that looks. I need to add something in there to give it contrast, but the light does that quite a bit. So I'm not unhappy with that. Where's the map? This is what makes all my decisions, is how it looks on a map. Okay, it gives it a little bit of a serrated edge. It's kind of cool. I like it. I like it. The map decides all. I want to do something with that. It's more of a flat face, so I can add like cracked and mossy bricks and vines and such. So I could do that for contrast and color, but I want something maybe in there, in these spaces. But it wasn't changing the subject. If you want, there will be a link in the description of this video. If not, that is also okay. That is 100% fine. I'm not asking you to, I'm simply allowing you to. And the type of person I am, even that distinction is actually quite difficult for me. But like I said towards the top of this, I need to start letting other people be the good guy. Can't always just be me. So that's where we stand. And that is what the wall now looks like. It's a basic, just like that. It needs to be expounded upon, obviously, but I like it. I like it. I sound like I'm trying to justify it to myself, but I assure you, I actually do like it. Huh. Glad I had that idea. So, hopefully, I'm going to have those episodes of Unturned Up, the rest of the Hard Reset, this, and then hopefully the break won't be longer than a month or so. But it's not unsafe to expect that I won't have any new uploads for the majority of September and possibly into October. So it might be a while before we speak again. And by we, I mean me, because I can't hear you unless you comment or message me or what have you. This is a flaw in the system, I feel. I want to do something, but that is an even number of blocks, so I can't do something symmetrical. Easily, anyway. That's bothering me. I'm going to think about this wall some more. Not a ton more, because I don't have a whole lot more time to be playing video games, but I'll think about this wall some more and make some improvements here and there, and hopefully the next time we check in to see how it looks will be soon. I sure hope so. Anyway, guys, thanks for listening to me ramble. I hate these kinds of episodes, I really do. And now I'm producing them. It's very strange. At any rate, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.